What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here with another video for you. Today we are going to be talking about market cap and understanding crypto market cap. But before we get into it, if you want to follow along in my journey as I try to build wealth for my family, then subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you don't miss a thing. And as I always say, this is not intended to be financial advice. I am just a guy sitting on a computer rambling to a camera. So keep that in mind in all the videos you watch. But let's go ahead and jump right in. All right, so this video is basically because of all of the crazy posts that I've seen on social media. Not necessarily this channel. I think a lot of you guys understand market caps and how that all works. But for the off chance that there's somebody out there that doesn't quite understand this or is new to crypto, I want to dive into this. So if you look at, this is coinmarketcap.com, they follow most every coin out there. One of the things that people always seem to overlook, they look at the price of the token and how it's changing, and then they make these assumptions that, oh, here's Cardano, it's at 119 right now, ADA. Well, it's going to go up here. I think it's going to be as much as Ethereum, $2,000. But what they fail to realize is what it would take for that to happen. And that's where market cap comes in and understanding market cap. So market cap is essentially the total value of that particular coin when you take the price and multiply it by the amount of tokens in circulation. And so, for instance, Bitcoin is $58,000 is the current price. There's 18,674,000 Bitcoin in circulation. Bitcoin, because of the way that it was created, there will only ever be 21 million tokens. It will never be more than that. And then because of that, if you take this number multiplied by the circulation supply, then you get the current market cap of Bitcoin, which is $1.095 trillion, which is mind-blowing to think about. Same thing with Ethereum. You come down here, Ethereum, there's 115 million Ethereum right now, and it's at $2,082, so that puts its market cap at 240. So let's think about this for a second. When we look at Cardano, okay, ADA, and I'm sure that some of those ADA lovers out there might get a little upset by this, but they will say that Cardano is going to go to $200 a token. Well, that's, in my opinion, that's really not possible. All right, so let's say that there's 31 billion. Let's just call it 32. We're going to round up to 32 billion ADA tokens. 32 billion. Even if ADA went to, let's call it $20. See what that does to the price. This one. That would put it at a market cap of $640 billion, which would put it in the range of Bitcoin. Okay, well that is possible, I suppose. But if you go up to 200 or 1,000, some people are saying it's going to go to $1,000. That's going to put it at $6.4 trillion. It's just, in my view, it's just not feasible. But then you look at something like Theta, which, you know, I think is a great project and a great token. It's currently at 1174. There are 1 billion Theta tokens. There will never be more than 1 billion Theta tokens. Current price is 1176, which puts the market cap at a little over $11 billion. Now, people speculate, hey, Theta could go to $1,000. All right, so if Theta was at $1,000, what would that put in the market cap? Well, these numbers make it easy. That would put it at $1 trillion, basically in line with what Bitcoin is right now, $1 trillion. Now, what if Theta went to $3,000? Okay, well, that puts it at $3 trillion, which is 3 times higher than Bitcoin. But I believe that over time, you're going to see a lot of these fringe tokens sort of consolidate down, and you're going to get a lot of this money that's spread out over a bunch of these random tokens that have do not have utility. You're going to get them all sort of consolidated, and you're going to have the bulk of crypto dollars flow into the top 10 or 20 tokens. But I could see Theta going to $1,000 just because of the utility of it. I could see Theta going to $3,000 because of the utility of it. So those numbers aren't outside of what I think is possible. Now, let's also look at, here's another one. And I did a video on this one last week. I will link that up here. You can go check that out. This is Holochain hot token. Again, I've heard people randomly talk about this going to $100 per token. Well, how many are there? There are 169 billion with a B hot tokens. For this to go to $100, that would basically put the market cap at 169, is that right? 169, 10, 1.6, $16 trillion, $16.9 trillion. That's what the market cap of hot would be if you went to $100. It's just not, in my view, feasible. If you look at the, let's see if I can find that graph that I saw the other day. Okay, so if we look at this graph, this shows the world stock market capitalization from 1996 to November of 2013. So this is older, but it hasn't grown terribly much beyond this. This is the entire world, all stock markets across the entire world in 2013 was at $60 trillion. Let's just say that it has gone to $80 trillion. You know, here is a couple year term. Obviously, all these governments are printing a ton of money. Let's say even we call it $100 trillion. If Holochain were to go to 16, that would mean that it would have 1/16 of the entire stock market capitalization in one token, or think of it as one stock. It's just not feasible. Even when you look at the crypto market, I think it's at 6 trillion. I just don't see any time in the future that this would ever go to that high of a number. Now, if they keep printing money and they start printing it at even higher rates, yeah, but if they do that, then we've got bigger problems than what the price of all of these tokens are going to go to. Let's look at another one. Let's go to Storj. Now, I did a video on Storj. I'll link that up here. You can check that video out and why I like Storj. But here's another reason that I didn't really talk about in that video, but this is why I like Storj. So what did we say? Bitcoin was at $58,000 per token, and there will only ever be 21 million. Theta, there's 1 billion tokens. It's currently at 1176 or so at the time of recording this video. Storj is at 294, and there is only 255 tokens in circulation. The total supply being 424. Let's call it 425 million tokens, excuse me. That puts the market cap right now at 1.2 billion. So if Storj solves the problem that it's trying to solve, then I could certainly see this going to a $10 trillion market cap. I'm sorry, a $10 billion market cap in line with Theta right now, which would be a 10x move on this token from $293 to $20. Will it do it? Who knows? You know, that's yet to be said. But when I'm looking at all of these tokens, I'm always looking for utility. I want a token that has an actual use case and is being used currently. And I also look at what the market cap is. Could it go to 20 bucks? Yeah, it could go 10x. I could see it go to that. So I say all of that to say that when you're looking at any of these tokens and you're trying to predict what the price could go to, you really got to look at market cap and think about, okay, what is an actual realistic number that this token could actually go to. I hope this video helps you. I kind of made this video just so that I'd have something to send to these people who are constantly shouting that these tokens are going to go to ridiculously high amounts. But I hope it helped you out. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you did. Share it with somebody that needs to hear it. And you can go check this video out. I'll see you over there.